Honestly, I think this is like the most fun Christmas party we've had.
Ever.
And probably the most fun event we've ever had is because of Tony here.
Please welcome the one, the only, Tony Hinchcliffe.
What the fuck's up, you goddamn nerds?
Tony, any chance we could play Kill Tony tonight?
You guys want to play Kill Tony here? So you guys prepared for this? You know how it works?
We know how it works. I don't know if we're prepared.
I wasn't expecting to have to do this tonight, but I think I just found a new golden ticket winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for your besties. David Sackett, David Friedberg, Jason Calacanis,
Well, welcome everybody to the second annual All-In Holiday Party. Yes, thank you for coming. This is going to be an incredible lineup. We've got, God, so many great moments for you tonight. Unfortunately, Chamath couldn't make it tonight. I know, it's hard, but we have a pretty great replacement that you're going to love. And Friedberg, tell him what's coming.
Hold on, let me get my script.
Wow,
Wait,
so
do
professional.
Do the sponsor shout out.
Oh yeah, let me do the sponsor shout out so you don't do it and we lose them. I would like to thank Google Cloud for their incredible servers. Yes, thank you, Google Cloud. Circle for stablecoins. OKX, thanks for all the love. Grok, Sonic Flights. Iran has got an incredible lounge. Thanks again for all of our sponsors. Give them a big round of applause. We're going to have a great night. Man, the casino, everything is here.
Tonight we are going to have the legendary Bestie Awards.
Ooh, Bestie
we
Awards.
have some roasting, and we are all going to play Kill Tony.
What? We're going to play Kill Tony?
We are going to play Kill Tony.
Oh, thanks for letting me know.
How many here are big fans of Kill Tony?
Oh, well, that's incredible. Well, then, let's just bring out the one...
Chamath's replacement.
Chamath's permanent replacement on the program. The three of us voted him off the island. Please welcome the one, the only, Tony Hinchcliffe. Here. Oh, my God. Look at this. Star power. Fuck yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
What the fuck's up, you goddamn nerds? How about a hand for the All-In Podcast Christmas party? We're here in San Francisco. Make some noise. You guys live here in San Francisco? What a shithole. It's actually worse than a shithole. You could actually use a shithole here to put the shit into that's on the streets. A shithole would be an actual upgrade. It used to be so beautiful here. You guys remember? Remember the intro to Full House? That house is still full because 23 Somalians live in it now.
Yeah.
Put your phones away, you assholes. You can watch this on video form later, you fucking dorks. Everybody wants their own exclusive. I'm gonna make it tonight. My YouTube channel's gonna get extra hits. California, more homeless people than any other state. People are struggling, and you assholes paid $500 to watch billionaires talk to each other. God bless America.
Yeah.
Look, billionaires don't have it easy. Do you have any idea how hard it is for a billionaire to pretend like they like their kids. I had to research these guys, and it was the most exhausting thing I've ever done. Absolute dorks. But then I watched Mountainhead on the plane, and then Big Bang Theory, and Succession, and then Brokeback Mountain. And I think I figured it out. As many of you know, these gentlemen started the All In podcast at the beginning of the COVID pandemic. It saw massive success very quickly, which makes sense. People were isolated and looking for relatable content. And what's more relatable than 4 venture capitalists playing high-stakes poker? Their combined net worth of the 4 hosts is over $3 billion. You guys realize you don't have to do a podcast, right?
Jake Al does.
Whenever anyone is asked what they would do if they had $1 billion, I've never heard the answer, attend weekly Zoom calls. I do love the current landscape of podcasts, though. Like, how is my show even considered on the same playing field as what you guys do? It's crazy, right? You can listen to 4 experts educated on economics and technology, and within seconds, you can switch over to my show and listen to an Elon Musk impersonator roasting an aspiring comedian with cerebral palsy. These guys are all actual friends with Elon Musk. They told me that backstage, and then they told me their names. Our friend Elon, of course, got some criticism from the left at the beginning of this year when he was accused of doing a Nazi salute. He said he didn't do a Nazi salute, but that it was a Roman salute. He could have just said it was an awkward wave, and people would have accepted that. I don't know if Roman salute is the best alternative. He went with behind the Nazis, the group who has killed the most Jews, including Jesus himself. That's like being accused of visiting Epstein's Island and having an alibi that you were touring Thailand with Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Can you guys tell Elon to use his rockets for something positive, like immigration? Do you have any idea how fast you can get illegal immigrants back to where they came from on a fucking rocket? I looked into this. It's 26 seconds from here to Tijuana, Mexico. It's simple. You take the rocket, you fill it with illegal immigrants, you blast that bitch up in the air, right? You let Elon do his fancy little parallel parking thing that he likes to do. You empty the illegal immigrants, you fill it with avocados. Yes, no tariffs on these avocados. These are the ideas. There are some critics on the left that say the hosts of All In are all too conservative, calling it an echo chamber. An echo chamber is also how Marjorie Taylor Greene's ex-husband refers to her pussy.
We may have to edit that one out.
Immigrant jokes are okay, but big pussy jokes aren't? What kind of party are you running here? But seriously, it is an honor to be here at the Christmas party. Remember, everyone, Santa is watching to see who's naughty or nice. And you don't want to end up on his naughty list. Then again, that would be the second worst list J. Cal ended up on. J. Cal. His net worth is $60 million. So on this podcast, he's known as the broke-ass bitch. He was an early investor in Uber, and out of everyone up here, he's the closest one to having to be one of the drivers. He refers to himself as the greatest podcast moderator in the world. The people cheering are the people that have not seen my show. If you get to call yourself the greatest podcast moderator in the world, then I get to say that I'm a virtue-signaling angel investor liberal cuck. That's what you are.
Oh my God.
Fun fact, Candace Owens thinks that the leader of France's wife has a bigger dick than J. Cal. His angel list flex is the startup equivalent of that guy who won't stop talking about his high school football championship. Oh, okay, lost you on the angel investor joke. All right, that's surprising. Puerto Rico, very good, sir, thank you. We're trying to forget about that. J. Cal and I don't have much in common. I'm a centrist, slightly right-leaning person, and he's a full-on liberal. The only thing we have in common is that liberals don't like us. Chamath couldn't make it, which is completely disappointing, and I'm still, if it's all right with you guys, I'm gonna do my Chamath jokes.
Yes! Yes!
I might do a couple extra ones that I thought were too mean, now that he's not here. I had to show up for this thing. He works hard, $1.5 billion. He works hard 24/7/11.
Wow.
He bought into the Golden State Warriors because he heard they had Curry over there. These nerds like sports jokes more than angel investor jokes. This doesn't even make any sense. He's got Vindaloo. Indian food jokes, anyone? He's got a lot of bread. It's a non-issue. Okay, there you go. He's the best poker player out of the bunch. He has the most patience because he looks like a doctor. Somebody told me that Chamath has a very hot wife. I wonder what she sees in him. Perhaps the hairy feet. All right. Okie dokie. Chamath at one point was a senior executive at Facebook where he spearheaded several projects like Facebook Phone, Facebook Home, and Facebook Beacon. If none of those ring a bell, it's because they were all completely scrapped by Facebook. Hell of a resume. Chamath, did you also pitch the logo ideas to Cracker Barrel? How about a hand for David Sachs, ladies and gentlemen? Let me just say, I am a huge fan of yours. I just think you're truly so cool. For a genius like you to take a break from wildly successful businesses to be a patriot and share your brilliant mind for the better of our great nation is unbelievable.
Agreed.
David Friedberg is here. It didn't get the laugh I expected. That was supposed to be funny that I just was nice to David Sachs and then moved on. Oh, and to Sachs, the crypto czar, Michael Saylor asked me to say hello. And if you can do anything at all, that would be great. I don't really know what he's talking about, but a truly admirable feat. I'm excited to watch J. Cal follow in your footsteps in 2028 as AOC's special advisor for plugging your own shit on air. David Friedberg. He has a segment on the show called Science Corner, or as Sachs calls it, Time to Go. I didn't think it was possible to be the third wheel on a podcast with 4 guys.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Cracking yourself up.
David and David, I would like to personally thank you for both elevating the representation of African Americans among the billionaire class. You know, they say we have wealth inequality in this country. Well, turns out we fixed it. We just outsourced it to better Africans. Yeah, that's America. That's America, baby. You see a kid from Johannesburg with a laptop and he's a billionaire in 10 years. You see a brother from the South Side with a laptop, and he stole your laptop. It's true. The only black male on the podcast is whatever the Israeli government has on these guys. Black male.
Yes.
All right. But seriously, to the All In Squad, thanks for all you do to promote healthy discourse and share perspectives across culture, tech, and politics. What you all have built is special and transcends partisanship. I'm honored to be here tonight, and I'm very proud to now call each of you my friends. Also, can I borrow some money? Thank you very much.
Awesome. That was great.
Oh my God. Man, that was easier than I thought.
Wow.
Yo. Well, that was fun.
Tell me a little bit about the just unbelievable 12-year overnight success that is Kill Tony.
Yeah, it's I just built the show that I wanted to do. You know, I always was very lucky early on at the Comedy Store to get to host the open mics there, which are 3-minute long sets on Sundays and Mondays with 40 comedians in a row doing 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And I would go up after each comedian did 3 minutes and make fun of them, and every once in a while afterwards go up to them personally and say, hey, you know, if you took a breath sometimes, or, you know, used pauses or sped up or got the mic closer to your mouth, little advice here and there. And me and my friends would always have so much fun sitting in the back of the room watching these open mics, and the things that we would whisper into each other's ears I thought were so funny. We'd be in the back of the room. Sometimes we'd be the only people laughing at the open mic because of what we're saying to each other. And I thought to myself, during this time in which everyone was saying, Tony, you have to do a podcast. You got to do a podcast. Everyone has a podcast. You know, it was completely unheard of at the time. But I thought, why not show how crazy an open mic can be, and the ideas that me and whatever comedian buddies were sitting next to me, if we shared what we were laughing about with the people, I think it could be a hit. And even the co-host Red Band at the time goes, wait, what? Who the fuck is gonna wanna watch an open mic? And I kind of thought everybody would. So no, yeah, it turns out, it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. When I moved to Austin 2 years ago, and the first thing people say when they land in Austin is, have you been to Kill Tony?
Yeah.
Can you get me tickets to Kill Tony? And you were so nice. You gave me your phone number. You said, anytime you want, you know, come in. And then I texted you, and you ghosted me. And
Really? Did that really happen?
no, I just wanted to see if the joke would land.
It would have happened if you did text me. That's why I asked.
I deleted your number, but yeah. No, I didn't. But it is a phenomenon. The show is selling out. I don't know how many weeks you put out at a time, but my office is over there by Dirty Sixth Street, and sometimes I'll walk and get a coffee, and there's 200-300 people lined up on the street. They just go to Joe Rogan's mothership just to see where it happens. What's it like in terms of the number of tickets, and then this incredible scale? You've now sold out MSG how many times?
Yeah, 3 Kill Tonys, and once just for my stand-up. The stand-up show and the most recent Kill Tony was all after my famous MSG performance heard around the world.
You spoke at the Nuremberg rally. Yeah.
So that was even more special because it was already my favorite arena. In fact, the only reason I really did that event was because I was just excited to feel the magic of Madison Square Garden again. Had it been at you know, what's the one in Jersey or whatever?
Brendan Byrne?
No,
Is that Jersey?
The different arena. It's
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It's in Jersey. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, my point is that if had it even been anywhere else, I don't even know if I would have done it. But the magic of MSG mixed with the opportunity to perhaps, you know, get a few people, maybe younger people or whoever that were on the fence to vote what I thought was the right way.
Can I ask, how did that whole MSG thing come about for the Trump campaign? Because I remember when they asked me to help, and I just threw a dinner. And when you did it, you delivered a killer set that almost like burned the campaign down. But
Fake news. 20% Puerto Rican increase in the state of Pennsylvania. An uptick because they have an unbelievable sense of humor. Puerto
Absolutely.
Ricans do. You know, when you do this every night and all the time, you get a really good feel for what you can and can't get away with. Where is the actual line? And I think in retrospect, a lot of people think that the mainstream media trying to make it appear like a comedian, I don't think any of these journalists did their research. With a simple Google, you see that I have the most diverse comedy show in the world, and that I push the limits on whether it be the Tom Brady roast or the Snoop Dogg roast and all the roasts that I've written on, like the last 13 Comedy Central roasts.
It's equal opportunity, basically.
With a simple Google of my name, you can find out that I was just doing what I did. And I think they weren't gambling on the fact, because I'm not mainstream, right? I'm not Jimmy Fallon or any of these darlings of theirs. I think that they thought that it was going to make everything look bad. But meanwhile, I think anybody with a sense of humor at all saw it and goes, I think this is the party with a sense of humor.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the other side had Glorilla shaking her ass, and like everyone's pretending like that's cool, but that's not cool.
And Tony, can we go back to your point? Because I thought what was so interesting was your story getting here, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs, people that have built businesses in this room. One of the defining characteristics of building a business is you have to have grit, because nothing goes as planned if you're doing something for the first time.
Yeah.
And you get your ass kicked. And if you can deal with that, you can deal with it again, and you can deal with it again, you can eventually get somewhere. You started out in LA. Can you just talk about not just the idea, but then what the process was like going from the idea to having yourself on stage with the future president at Madison Square Garden, giving this, like, what was that experience like, and how hard was that iteration, that build, and the struggle to get to where you got to?
Oh, it was insane. I actually just mentioned this. I was on Rogan this week with John Cena, and it came up. But I had this moment a few weeks ago where I Venmo'd a buddy because I thought that I owed him rent from 18 and a half years ago. I was sleeping, I was renting the couch in a living room with four comedians total. I was one of them. One had a bedroom with a bathroom. Another one had a bedroom with a bathroom. And me, and there was a little love seat. A guy was renting the love seat. And I had to pay $400 a month rent. And I literally, even though I was working all the hours from literally 11 a.m. on the phones to 7 p.m. at night, and then I would put on the Comedy Store t-shirt and work the door from 8 p.m. till 2:30 in the morning, and then do it again the next day. And because the Comedy Store comedy hadn't had its second huge boom yet, which was a few years away, they would cut your hours at the Comedy Store. They just wouldn't, not only would you not get overtime, you wouldn't even get the hours that you actually did work or really anything at all. I couldn't make the $400 a month rent. So anyway, a few weeks ago, I said to one of the other buddies that had a room, I go, hey, I still think I owe the main guy a few $100 rent. He goes, you do? He mentioned it last time I saw him.
Wow.
And so I went to Venmo and I just Venmo'd him $1,000 straight up.
With interest.
And in the caption, yeah, exactly. In the caption, I go, rent money, 2007.
But Tony, was there a period during that time when you were going to quit, where you said, it's not working?
No, these were my favorite times. In fact, after that, after the $400 rent, which, by the way, because I couldn't make the $400 rent, I got downgraded. Not only was there someone else on the love seat, someone else moved in that could afford the $400 rent. So I paid $300 rent for a beanbag on the ground. And let me remind you, the bathrooms were in the other guy's bedroom, so you had to tiptoe, if you had to pee in the middle of the night, through somebody else's bedroom. So it was after that, actually, after basically the first year was that, I decided to just start sleeping in the back seat of my car behind the Comedy Store, where you weren't even allowed to park there. It's a tiny parking lot. So I would be up on one of the hills in the Hollywood Hills, and at 2:30 or 3 a.m. when you're done, I would walk up a hill and get my car and drive it back into the empty Comedy Store parking lot, pull into the back. Juan Carlos, the maintenance man there that would show up at like 4 or 5 a.m. was nice enough to wait a few hours to try to let me get a few extra hours of sleep before he would start nailing shit and fixing everything. And it's literally the times now that I have a touch of success, it's the times that I think about all the time now. Every single time I find myself looking at the skyline of Austin from my beautiful fucking home with a crazy outdoor terrace and everything the way that I want it. I think about those times
The struggle.
all the time.
Was there a moment where you said, I made it?
Yeah, I mean, it happens quite a bit. The I made it thing happens a lot. Every MSG, and even, I mean, again, to go back to it, the Trump thing at MSG being global news was so insane that not only did I make it, I feel every time like I'm kind of making it again, because it just seemed, at the time, there was a couple weeks there where it's literally, tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of people saying or thinking that could be it, that it's all over.
What's the best city for comedy right now? Is it Austin? Is it still LA? What do you...
There's no question about it. It's Austin, Texas.
It's Austin, really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Honestly, you guys are making it sound really fun. You're there, Jake Hal's there, Rogan's there. Who else is there?
Elon, Tim Ferriss.
Zach, let's go shopping.
Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis.
All of his entire crew is there. Matt McCusker, Tom Segura, Christina
We came
P.
and saw you a few months ago when we did that event in Austin. What was that, March or something?
Yeah.
March, right?
It was incredible. I mean, the crowd.
Yeah, so we got hooked up with your guy, got us some tickets, and I was with some buddies, and they said, let's go see Kill Tony. We got in touch with your guy, got into the show. And I think I had forgotten what stand-up comedy was supposed to be like from like the late 90s, early 2000s, even into the 2010s. Because over the last couple of years, we've talked a lot about guys getting their heads chopped off when they said something wrong, Chappelle, and everyone got so guarded in comedy. And I went to your show, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh my God, this was tame tonight, but like what went on your stage? And then you did a bit where you really tried to push the limits. It was a really interesting show to watch, because this was like, we were sitting next to each other, and we were like, oh my God, he's really trying to see how far he could go. Yeah. And there were moments where it was like, everyone was just like, oh. Yeah. But it was so different. And you've really like given everyone permission to find the limits, to find real humor, to find, what's sort of been taken away.
Without a doubt. And that's what we always did. Some comedians, when they're trying to promote their specials or whatever now from LA and New York, will say things like, oh, Austin, so that they can get hits on their clip. You have to talk shit about Austin. It's been a thing the last couple of years. And they go, oh, they're just edgelords and this and that, and they're just pushing limits. And it's like, we were the Comedy Store guys in the middle of the lineup. When I go to New York, I can perform at any club there. When I go to LA, I can perform at any club there. So we just live there. It's an amazing place to live. It's an amazing place to go out and drink and eat and listen to music and hang out with cool people.
Now your guys are going mainstream. Your one guy's on SNL now.
Yeah.
Cam Patterson, right?
And so much is happening. But my point is we're doing we're not like, let's go to Austin and get even crazier. We're the exact same people that were in the middle of the lineup at the Comedy Store. And it wouldn't have changed. We would still be in LA if California didn't completely mishandle the pandemic and let police take such a terrible hit during the George Floyd riots. That's why you moved? Yeah, it's when we all decided to move. It was an absolute disaster.
The pandemic hit. You guys saw how California...
The pandemic, things got so bad at one point that when we were doing our show, which you weren't allowed to have a live audience, we were still doing Kill Tonys. You want to talk about plowing through when times are rough. Everybody else's podcasts during the pandemic skyrocketed like that. Us, the only show with a live audience, was done. But we didn't stop. We had people, I had to improvise. So we had people send in from home a video of themselves doing a 1-minute set, which was horrendous. I'm absolutely terrible. Worse than doing roast jokes and killing and have one guy going, ooh, after each and every joke into a microphone attached to his cheek. But it was Dead silence. Nothing was funny to us, by the way. We lacked fucking vitamin D. We were used to having the instant gratification of a crowd every single week. So we're watching these horrific 1-minute sets, and then we would Zoom with the people. And by the way, don't even get me started on all the technical issues. Playing a video, ending the video, starting the Zoom call with somebody that probably doesn't have the best Wi-Fi. No great comedian knows how to work a computer or this or that or anything anyway. So we were doing this, and then at one point we were so excited because they allowed the fact that you could have tables outside of the Comedy Store, 6 feet apart, in the parking lot. The parking lot was empty of cars.
Social distancing.
Oh my God, the dumbest fucking era of humanity that's ever existed. I know this is San Fran, so you're like, oh, he's the devil. What's he talking about?
No, I think we all agree now.
Safety, you got tricked, bitch.
Let me ask about Europe. Have you followed what's going on in Europe with speech suppression and...
Oh, it's insane.
It's insane.
Oh, we talk about it in our green room all the time. Yeah, it's crazy. I get weekly updates.
And do we worry about that? You know, we have this bill in California called SB 771, and I got to give a shout out to Gavin Newsom for vetoing it, all the things you want to say about Gavin, but he vetoed it, thank God. And this was this hate speech bill that you can't say speech that's deemed hate by the administrators in the government. But those bills are fine, and it made it all the way through in California, except Gavin vetoed it. But those sorts of bills are showing up that were in the EU and throughout Europe. I mean, do we worry about that here in this country? Because I've always viewed comedy to be the most important test of free speech. And it really does define what we're being given permission to do.
It's so interesting because I work directly and I'm insanely in touch with these things on a weekly basis with YouTube, which is, I do believe, the biggest streaming platform right now. And what's insane is that Netflix and Ted Sarandos literally is like, do whatever you want, go as hard as you want, push it to the limit, let's go. And meanwhile, YouTube, every week, something's different. A black guy right now is only allowed to say the N-word. A black comedian can only say the N-word 2 or 3 times per minute, but they're not very clear. I mean, you don't even notice when these guys do it, by the way. It's obviously different than a white guy saying the N-word.
That's about Freeberg's average.
Right, exactly.
It's not even funny, Tony. Don't laugh at his joke.
Thank you, Tony. We're in this together.
But yes, the interesting thing is that you can say certain words on YouTube, but you can't say, they have them ranked, and the rules change all the time. And you don't find out that the rules at YouTube have changed until your producer goes, they just demonetized the episode.
And we got a couple of strikes.
And it's been out for an hour and a half, which is when everybody's going to see the episode, or the age restriction is a killer because
we got hit with that restricted content.
Almost everyone that watches the show is over 18. However, who the hell wants to log in to their stuff? I mean, you dorks do, but real people don't want to. They just like going to YouTube, typing in the show, and there it is. It aired an hour ago, here we go. And then if it says age restriction, just to check to see if you're 18, which, what a fucking joke, because every kid can also access anything anyway. And
we got age restricted.
Yeah, we got restricted content.
COVID warnings.
But I guess your point, Tony, is that there are gatekeepers that control the distribution channel, in this case, YouTube.
Without a doubt. And I'll say this, again, I don't want to keep getting political, but there was a time there towards the end of that last Biden administration in which we were seeing things go the wrong way on almost a weekly basis. Like, why'd this one get demonetized? How did this one get demonetized? Because we would have to, and you have to do a lot of digging because they are just robots over there until you finally get big enough to get a human contact at YouTube, which is like a big deal for.
It was definitely going the wrong way, and it felt like every week there's some new category of thought and expression that you couldn't say, and they were banning new things.
Yeah.
And then, frankly, Elon bought Twitter,
Yeah.
And that was the first event that shifted
Yes.
the momentum.
Oh, there's no doubt.
And now the EU's coming after him. They fined him 120 million euro yesterday.
It's like
And-
Europe never got the memo.
Yeah,
You know?
it's over. Will you guys tour in Europe, or is it like not worth it?
We just did in June, and unless they basically give us Buckingham Palace, we'll probably never go there again. It was the worst Kill Tony in the history of our existence.
Why?
The comedians were just terrible. And we've done quite a few in England and Ireland and stuff. Just the comedians were terrible. The vibes there are rough. There's just this never-ending gloom in London.
Yes.
The food is beyond all horrible.
They used to be funny though over there, right? Like
we were going. I'm sorry. We were going
Yeah.
to the locals. Like, please, anything. Where can we get a steak?
Where can they overcook us a steak?
Oh, it was fucking crazy, man. And I mean, everything. It became a running joke because we got there a few days early to settle in and kind of, ease into it. So that's, 3 meals a day. Even if it's just 3 days, that's 9 terrible meals in a row.
Right.
Your
And you're
brain
coming
is
from
like, what is
Austin,
going
where
on?
we have the best food in the country.
In Austin, it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
We have hundreds of restaurants better than anything we tried of the fanciest crap in London.
And they open 7 new ones a week. I mean, it does say something about society when comedy is appreciated more in the Middle East than it is in London.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty
No,
crazy.
it really was.
Hey, Tony, any chance we could play Kill Tony tonight?
You guys want to play Kill Tony here?
All right.
Is it true? Did you guys prepare something?
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God.
Well, please, this is Callie, our elegant elf.
Oh, wow.
Callie, the elegant elf.
You guys have your own Heidi. That's amazing.
Yes, she's here.
That's a San Francisco Heidi.
So she has a penis?
Asking for a friend?
San Francisco Heidi. There's got to be a surprise underneath that skirt.
Oh boy, here we go.
This place is ridiculous, by the way. You guys all better be wildly successful for living here. I walked outside of my hotel earlier. There was literally 2 dudes banging against a tree. I looked the other way, and there's a guy taking a shit on the sidewalk. And a lady walks up to me and tells me to put out my cigarette. Like, what is going on with San Francisco?
Crazy. Kind of nuts.
So you guys prepared for this? You know how it works? You get
We know how it works. I don't know if we're
60
prepared.
seconds uninterrupted. You know that your time is up when you hear the sound of a kitten. Wow, you really got it. And then you have to wrap it up then, or else you bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Okay. You guys want to do this? All right, this is All In Kill Tony, ladies and gentlemen. All right, going up first. Make some noise for Jason, everybody.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. All right, all right. Well, many of you know I moved to Austin, and I got a ranch, and I also lost 40 pounds, so now it's a fat-free ranch. Thank you. Yeah, I went up fat shaming. But I'm a little nervous about doing a minute up here. I don't know how I'm going to get through a minute without interrupting Sax. Thank you. Tony, I'm a huge fan. I'm a big fan of yourself, Joe Rogan, Red Band. People say I name drop a lot, but I just got a text from Elon. He says that's not true. It's not true. It's great to be here. Thank you. It's great to be here with 3 of my besties and a new one. We're missing Chamath. Now, some people say Chamath is a douche. I don't agree. I don't agree because women get something out of putting a douche inside of them. Ooh, I thought that one would land. Sax, my Jewish friend here, is the... Oh, God. Okay, I don't know if I should say this one.
Go for it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Go
okay?
for it. Go for it.
Okay. Sax is the only Jewish guy who built an app to remind his friends to pay him back. All right, that's my time, everybody. Thank you.
Jason, everybody. Wow. You don't want to do the interview
Well, you got to do
portion?
the interview. You got to stay up there. I'm supposed to stay up. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Stay standing. It's not that easy.
What do you do for a living?
Yeah.
I've got a podcast or two.
So did you how hard did you prepare for this?
I guess 2,500 podcast episodes later. Yeah.
I love it. Now, when you were writing this material, were you planning on doing the joke and then turning and seeing if we were laughing each time?
That could have been a tactical mistake. Sorry.
You're supposed to engage with the audience and stay focused on them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What do you do for a living? Oh, product manager at Google? Sorry about the layoffs.
I don't even know what kind of tech jokes you guys. I don't even know what kind of inside baseball nerd shit is going on here. I feel like I walked into a Magic the Gathering convention. Is stand-up something that you've ever wanted to do, or is this just spontaneous for you?
Just spontaneous.
He's more of a magician.
No, that's not true. No,
Do you have magic tricks?
I have no magic tricks.
Do you have any other special
I can
skills?
get 3 narcissistic Asperger's venture capitalists to show up every Thursday and tape a podcast. That's my only trick.
That's amazing. Good answer.
They appreciate it.
You know what, Jason? I think you did just fucking good enough. Come on back and sit down. Let's keep it moving. You guys having fun out there? Yeah. All right. Well, this is my fucking guy, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, I love him. You love him. Make some goddamn noise for the one and only David Sachs, everybody.
All right. Tony, thank you so much for being here. I loved your roast of Puerto Rico. You went so hard after a Latino island, I'm shocked President Trump didn't appoint you Secretary of War. J-Cal, I've been following your feed this week. I really appreciate your support for All in Tequila. I know you love it because you finally get to take a shot that's not Ozempic. It was only a matter of time before J-Cal got in the beverage business because I've never met anyone more thirsty than J-Cal. He spent his entire life dreaming of the day he would see his name mentioned alongside the world's most influential people. Congratulations, Jason, you finally did it. You're in Epstein's black book. I knew the Epstein files were a hoax as soon as I saw that J-Cal was in them. Who'd want to blackmail a loser? All right, let's talk about Chamath. Chamath is a prime example of why unlimited immigration is not in America's interest. Chamath is from Sri Lanka. Tony's description of Puerto Rico didn't offend him. It made him homesick. Do I have time? Can I keep going? All right.
Yeah.
Chamath has angered so many investors, SPAC now stands for Seriously Pissed at Chamath. And Freeberg, our Sultan of Science. What can I say about Freeberg that hasn't already been said about watching paint dry? Freeberg lives life as a vegan, and that's exactly what it feels like to hang out with him. You know there are more satisfying options on the menu, but you made a decision, and now you're stuck with it. You've all tried those tasteless Beyond Burgers? Well, Freeberg is our Beyond friend. All right, thank you, everyone.
David Sachs, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh, okay, we got the interview part.
No,
Okay.
you're good, Sachs. You're good. I gotta tell you, man, that was unfucking believable. I wasn't expecting to have to do this tonight, but I think I just found a new golden ticket winner. Natural. Have you ever done stuff on stage before in a non-business like sense?
Well, we've done a couple of roasts among our friends at birthday parties before. We did a J-Cal roast. We did a Phil Hellmuth roast. There's a lot of material in both of those cases.
Yes.
So we've done some friend roasts,
We
but
did
nothing.
your 50th roast.
Yeah, my 50th birthday, we actually did a big roast. These guys were all part of it, so we had a little bit of roast experience.
Amazing. It shows. Sachs, that was absolutely incredible. How about one more time for David Sachs, everybody?
Did he get his $15,000 in money worth in the comedians he hired, or no?
Is that how much he spent?
Yeah,
I
do you
think so.
expense
I
the
think it
comedians to all
definitely
in, or
worked.
do you pay for them out of pocket?
That was incredible.
That was amazing.
Are we going to have Freeberg do his set? Who wants to hear Freeberg?
Let's do it.
Tony, hype me up. Let's go.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your final comedian of the night, David Friedberg, everybody.
So great to be in San Francisco. The streets are like Chamath. They're totally full of shit. Thanks for being here, Tony Hinchcliffe. I love the show. I've worked in agriculture for years, so I'm used to working with genetically modified fruits. Tony Hinchcliffe's actually a GMO, a gay man, obviously. Chamath couldn't be here tonight because he's feeding the hungry. Just kidding, that's below his line. Speaking of hungry, J-Cal, you're looking great, buddy.
Thank you.
Now you only have to buy one seat on Epstein's plane. J-Cal, your weight goes up and down more than Chamath's SPAC portfolio. In fact, you look so skinny now, I confused you for Chamath's legs. Chamath's legs are so thin, he wears socks, leggings, and thermals. He covers up more than Sachs does for the Trump administration. Sachs, congrats on all the success, but the stress is clearly getting to you. You look like someone microwaved John Lovitz. All in is what Sachs says when he's cheering on an ICE vehicle. Vámonos! We're all so different. I'm just the science guy. I study black holes while Chamath invests in them. Here we are enjoying the holiday spirit together. I know the things I said tonight might be a little mean, but the world's already burning. Figured I might as well burn some bridges. All right.
Crush that. Freeberg. Wow. Amazing. Have you ever done anything, again, non-business, like performative? Historically? A play, nothing?
A little play acting growing up,
did
a
a
little
little
musicals, a little, yeah. Yeah, I know J. Cal's gonna.
A little summer stock.
Here's a factoid no one knows. I actually starred in a play with Rashida Jones. You know Rashida Jones, the actress from Parks and Rec?
What was that play?
We were in the same high school, and we were in the drama stuff together.
What was the play that you guys did together?
Inherit the Wind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
A little before my time or
Yeah.
something. I don't know exactly.
Sax would be familiar, right?
I love it. And when you're writing jokes like this, like what was your process? Where did you find yourself coming up with your funniest stuff? Did you sit down at a desk?
I just like to shoot the shit on the computer and then edit it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like putting on music. We were playing some music, and then I kind of did them, we did this for Sax's, and I went a little burnt earth, scorched earth, for his 50th. Do you remember that?
Yo, I definitely remember that.
Everybody remembers that. There's a lot of pent-up anger.
Freeberg gave a set that
It was so bad.
it wasn't bad. It was just mean.
It was mean.
Yeah.
It was.
I forgot to do
it
the
was like.
punchlines. I just said the mean shit, and I didn't
It
do
was
the
like retard strength, like applied to roast.
Yeah.
Like it was so mean. You didn't realize it. It stopped being funny. You know.
Let me ask you this, David.
All grievances.
Do you remember one of your favorite or one of the bigger or one of the crazier jokes from the Sachs roast?
I don't know. I'll pull it up later.
There's nothing?
That was my 50th birthday, so it was like 20 years ago.
Hey, a little self-deprecating. Nicely
That's
done.
amazing.
Yeah.
But you didn't film that or anything?
I don't. Do we have a copy of that? I don't
We might have a
know.
copy of that one. Yeah.
No,
Yeah, we'll have
that
to
would
look
be
up. I
bad
don't know.
news.
It'd be bad. Yeah.
That's what Epstein would do.
So, we did some amazing birthday party roasts. J. Cal had one. I had one. Like we mentioned, Phil Hellmuth. But we never recorded them, which was we were kind of afraid to record
we were
them.
very afraid of being.
We were
recorded.
afraid of
Yeah.
getting canceled.
That is correct.
Yeah, but now we're uncancelable.
I love that. Perfect.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Friedberg, did that go how it felt like it was going to go for you? Was there
Yeah,
more or
I thought
less?
it was-
What was different? People that haven't tried comedy or written something.
My cadence is a little off. I gotta go one or two more rounds, and I think I can get the cadence down. I liked it. I think, I had some other material I pulled out. I would like to try that at some point.
Yeah.
But
I thought there was some A+ material in there. A+, yeah.
It was great. David Friedberg, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are good.
All right, respectable. That's what we wanted to do. Hey, we have a tradition. We give some Bestie awards. These are the best of the year, and maybe our elegant elf, Callie, can come out and present us with the 5th annual Bestie Awards. Here it is. As you can see, it's two very heterosexual men embracing.
That makes sense. San Francisco.
Callie.
Whoa. Hey now. All right, first up. Keep her on.
What do you say?
Keep her on. Take it easy.
She's sit between the two of you.
All right, so first up on the Bestie Awards is our biggest business winner. Our biggest business winner. Who did you have for biggest business winner? Oh, Sultan of Science, David Friedberg.
Okay, Alphabet went from... Listen to how crazy the year was for Alphabet. From 2 trillion market cap to 4 trillion market cap this year. That's 170 billion gain, 10 billion market cap gain every day. They added 10 billion of value every day for the entire year. The pivot in AI, risk-taking, cloud's growing 40%, YouTube's the #1 media company in the world. It's all under one roof. I think they just crushed it, all cylinders. Business of the year.
Amazing. Sachs, who did you have as your biggest business winner?
I said construction workers related to the data center boom. They're seeing their wages go up 25 to 30%. We're talking about plumbers, electricians, drywall hangers, concrete pourers. It's not just tech companies. We're seeing a larger boom throughout the country because of AI.
Didn't Jamob say there's like electricians that make 500 grand a year or something?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what master electricians? That's crazy. Unbelievable.
Pretty incredible and a great White House talking point for the midterms. I, too, had Alphabet and Google. We were sitting here a year ago. Everybody thought they would absolutely get killed by ChatGPT, and now we're having a discussion. Hey, ChatGPT is probably going to get killed by Google. It's
Go Google Cloud, right? Is that who that is?
Yeah. All right. Biggest...
Wait, Tony.
Just out of curiosity,
Yes, Tony.
because I don't know how any of this works. What happened to ChatGPT, or what did Alphabet do this year to surprise you guys, other than the results? Like, how did they get them? What did they do? Do you know?
They put AI into search. So now when you go to search, there's like an AI interface that pops up. And so that's how they drove people to their AI product, because they've got the biggest consumer product in the world, Google.com. And then they had a good product. And so they put the two together, and suddenly they're crushing ChatGPT.
Yeah. Sometimes the first company up the hill takes the arrows, like Netscape, the browser, eventually wound up losing. But I think they were also underestimated, and they probably were very conservative in how they released products. And then they kind of got permission when Sergey came back to work full-time at Google, the founder. They kind of took more chances, and the search franchise grew this year. Everybody thought it would go down, it grew.
My big business winner is the show Kill Tony. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. A 4 special deal on Netflix, which is unprecedented by any show. And also we ranked #2 at the end of the year on YouTube, only behind my very best friend Joe Rogan. So that's pretty crazy.
Wow, that is incredible.
#2 podcast on YouTube. YouTube's the #1 podcast platform. Pretty incredible.
Yep.
But by the way, Tony, can I tell you something? I didn't tell you this before. When I came and saw your show in Austin, I hadn't seen a Kill Tony show before. So someone I was with said, you should go check this out. And that's how we ended up going. And then I came back and I'm like, I should watch Kill Tony. I would say I've watched maybe 100 episodes since I've come back.
It's so bingeable.
It's timeless, the content. And so every night when I'm like ready for bed, I'll put on YouTube and I'll watch a Kill Tony episode.
I love that.
It is literally like my go-to media now.
The live is the gateway. I highly recommend checking one out live, because you can feel, while it's funny to watch online. When it's live, you can feel the opportunity of failure that they have.
Oh,
you
it's great.
You're like, they're right there.
Right.
Anything can happen. This could go terribly wrong.
It feels dangerous. It feels
It's
like
kinda
really
like
intense.
pro
and then
wrestling.
it's so great. It's almost like waiting for the big game moment to happen. Like you're waiting for that big champion to show up, like that guy you had a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
Who you made
Dedrick Flynn.
that guy was insane. And then
It's
they show
amazing.
Up.
In just 4 weeks, he was made a regular randomly, pulled him out of the bucket, saw him, the interview, so likable. I skipped Golden Ticket and made him the first appointed regular that we maybe get one of those every 2 years.
Right.
Cut to 4 weeks later, on this past Monday, he literally did a rap about how rich he is already. Like he did a whole rap performance
He's gonna
about
quit next week.
about
He's like,
how
I'm out of
he's
here.
made it. Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
to SNL.
Do you get a piece of it, or does your agent just snipe these people?
No, well, I mean, actually, that's an interesting question because now the entire industry is watching Kill Tony to see what's actually next.
For sure.
I am the first, that bucket is the first line of defense. Howie Mandel watches every episode and they get booked on America's Got Talent based on if they're unbelievable on Kill Tony.
You should offer them a show on your channel. That would be the ultimate move.
Remember, like Johnny Carson used to be the thing where a stand-up would go on Johnny Carson, and if Johnny invited them to sit down, then they had a career. And you've kind of become the new.
But he's kept
Johnny
it fair.
Carson.
What's crazy is that guy, Diedrich?
Yeah, Dedrick.
Dedrick.
He's so black you can't even say his name.
Absolutely.
He put his name.
Diedrich? No,
Diedrich.
it's not.
Don't use that
Diedrich.
generic word that you use.
Don't do it. He put his name in the bucket for 2 years to get called. So
Yep.
he moved to Austin.
39 weeks in a row, and he was just about to stop trying.
And then he got pulled, and so unlike all these other guys where there's control systems in Hollywood with agents and producers, and they're like, here's the guy that's going to be the winner, these guys all have a democratic shot. They have an open shot at getting in that bucket and getting pulled, which is what I love about it. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone has a shot, so it's not like this control thing.
You know what you should do is if they agree to do it, you should say, just as a thank you, we want the option for you to come do one Kill Tony special a year for the next 2 years. Like not something crazy, but just
you should take business advice from J. Cal.
Absolutely. Yeah, I built the #1 podcast in the world.
It's not just you. He gives me advice. He gives the president advice.
I gave the president great
week.
advice.
Yeah,
And he
we're
said
also
even
still
Jason has good advice. All right.
Even J. Cal.
Even J-Cal. Biggest business loser. Who's your biggest business loser, David Sachs? Who's the biggest loser?
I said universities. The margin of Americans who now believe that college is worth the cost has gone from plus 13 a decade ago to minus 30. Minus 30.
Wow.
So no one believes that college is worth the cost anymore.
Amazing. Great pull. What do you think, Friedberg?
Warner
Who's your
Brothers
biggest loser?
Discovery, I think the fact that the M&A deal is being done at 3 times the value that this thing's been trading at for the last couple of years really shows how they undermanage the business. The content itself is worth so much more. They were never able to get value out of it, which speaks to what a terrible, kind of management they've had there. And
Which company did you say?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. That just got
WBD.
bought. Yeah.
Yeah. You owned the stock, didn't you, in your thing?
I cleared it. I was
you
like,
cleared it.
these guys are going
So
sideways.
you missed the outcome?
I did miss the outcome. Yeah, it was a rare miss for me. I went with Apple.
Wait, hold on a second.
They didn't listen to your advice?
I mean, the problem was I had all these other things that had won, and I had a bunch of gains, and I needed to sell my losers.
He put all his stock trades on the internet, Tony. But then
I called it J trading, and it went up 5x in 3 years.
But he bought a whole bunch of Warner Brothers. He's like, this is the next big thing. And
I thought Disney and Warner Brothers would figure it out. Neither of them have. My biggest business loser was Apple. This company has unlimited distribution and unlimited capital, and the most impressive thing they've done in the last 10 years is a thin iPhone. What a missed opportunity. And I mean, maybe the best thing they've done recently is Pluribus. I don't know if you guys are watching that, but people like it, yeah. It's a pretty great show. Literally, if I'm thinking their streaming show is the best thing, they've got a problem. Who's the biggest loser in comedy?
The biggest loser in comedy right now, and I love. Here's the thing: is that
entertainment.
Right. Well, the biggest loser really are these giant movie studios, which still are virtue signaling and afraid to take any chances whatsoever. The last movie with any edge at all in a theater, I think, was The Hangover, which I think was 2006, 2005.
And it made
something
$1 billion,
Yeah.
that franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they
And-
coming to you asking you to do one? I would think that would be a very natural play, but there's no studio who would do it. So maybe like A24 or one of the smaller ones?
We are working on something. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's going to be
You heard it here first.
definitely the answer to that, and it's all happening, and it's going
Well,
to
they
be.
let you do what you want.
Yes, we went and got independent financing for it. My amazing team over at UTA.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Very good, yeah. Anything that would be analogous or inspirational for you? Are there films that informed this one? Are you a Tropic Thunder fan? Are you like
Oh, of
Easy
course.
Money, Rodney Dangerfield from back in the day? What comedians in films did you love?
I mean, without a doubt, and it's an odd pick because it's not the one everybody thinks that I'm gonna say, but Kingpin with Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray.
Yes.
I think is the best Farrelly Brothers film. I think it's the funniest thing Bill Murray's ever done. I think it's the funniest thing Woody Harrelson's ever done. And if you haven't watched it in the past few years, go back, watch it one more time. It's unbelievable. It seems like it's a movie about bowling, but it's not at all. It's just hysterical.
I had a bunch of 7 and 8-year-olds over for my daughter's birthday party, and we did a film. So I said, oh, you guys should watch Bill Murray, and what about Bob? And this was like a loved film, PG. I thought this would be fine. They're 8 years old. And in the film, they use all these, dick breath, idiot, they just do this thing. And then I went to school the next day, and 3 parents cornered me here in the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk to you about your film selection? My daughter came home, and she said, dick breath. And I was like, have you seen What About Bob? And the parent was like, no. I was like, you should watch it. It's incredible. Like, our daughters are never coming over your house again.
Right. Meanwhile, that same San Fran parent's probably like, do you know there wasn't a single trans character in that movie? And she said dick breath, but I think they should actually have dick breath because there's nothing that's off limits.
Jason, we got 2 minutes to get through
Okay,
six.
biggest
Six
political
awards
winner,
in 2 minutes.
lightning round, go.
Okay, biggest political winner is the Democratic Socialists of America.
Okay. Sadly, biggest political winner?
Well, this may be a talking point, but I'm going to say crypto. A year ago, there was a war on crypto.
Okay.
They were worried about going to jail. Now we've passed legislation. We're getting a fair shake from the government. It's total change.
Yeah, incredible. I had your pick, Zoran Mamdani, socialism. I also had the America First movement that's burgeoning, but I gave it some thought, and I thought, my Lord, there's one individual who part-time went to the government and took crypto and made it legal and created a framework for it. They made sure that America would be absolutely competitive in the AI race, the most important race of our lifetime, and in fact in humanity. So hands down, my biggest political winner of 2025 is Mr. David Sachs.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Political winner for you? You don't give a shit. What do you think?
A political winner for me, I'm just a big fan of this president. People can say that I kiss ass and that comedians shouldn't. There's this thing that I've been hearing where people are like, comedians should be punching up, not punching down. You're supposed to make fun of the big thing. Well, if everybody is making fun of that one thing, then I think it's kind of funny to go the other way and to push it up. So I literally have in my stand-up set pro-Trump jokes, which nobody's fucking doing.
Which one lands the most?
I make fun of his autograph. I say he has the most obnoxiously cool autograph in the world. It looks like Lizzo's heart rate.
And he actually does.
My biggest political loser, Sachs. Who's the biggest?
By the way, he does have the best sense of humor, must be, of any president we've ever had.
comedians
He
love
is
him for
just
that.
hysterical.
Oh, I totally...
Anyone who spent time with him is just blown away at just how funny he is all the time.
All the best comedians talk about how he might be the funniest human being on planet Earth. This is a conversation I've had. I'm not going to name their names, but you can put it together in your head. I'm talking about the actual best comedians in the world. All of
might
them.
believe.
All of them.
Yes.
Michael Richards.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
That's actually Friedberg's favorite.
You know who the best are, and yes, they all agree. I mean, there's funny is funny. It's undeniable.
Yeah.
Literally, God damn it, I'm blanking out. But this week he did something so fucking. Oh, the Somali thing.
Yeah.
It's a hellhole. They come over here and they bitch and complain. Like it's just common sense, and that's the funniest stuff.
I still love when Zoran visited him and he says, it's okay, you can say it. I'm a fucking guy.
It's easier if you just tell them okay, yes.
Okay, let's go, come on.
Let's keep going. Okay, biggest political loser, Sachs?
My biggest political loser is Europe. It's a civilization that's in decline. They're losing economically, geopolitically, socially, culturally, and they can't seem to reverse that trend. It's very sad.
Political loser, Friedberg.
The founding fathers.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Because?
I feel like free speech, property seizure rights. We read this excerpt from these 2 Thomas Jefferson letters, and you can read a lot of these. Just ask Gemini to tell you about some of the things that the founding fathers wrote. And if you spend time with them and translate them into modern English, because they do write in a very poetic, frilly way, there is so much of the principles in the founding fathers that are lost in how we are kind of devolving into this organizational system where the government is everything in our lives, everything in our country. The individual liberties are being taken from us. And I don't mean taken from us in a sense that they're being seized. We're voting for a government that dictates our lives, that controls what we eat, how we live, how we get paid, our checks. I think the majority of Americans today live on checks from the government, through the government. And I think that the founding fathers would have been really saddened at the state.
I went with, well said. I went with Stephen Miller. I felt his performative cruelty was a distraction for the 47th administration.
What?
And that's a shame because I loved his band.
Yeah. This is biggest political loser?
Yeah.
Mine's Gavin Newsom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, the hair is great.
Yeah.
Great hair.
That's enough for you liberals to be impressed
Absolutely.
by.
Absolutely.
Oh, he's got hair. Fucking amazing.
Let's go with breakthrough of the year. Friedberg, what's your breakthrough of the year?
Okay, we haven't talked about it on the show. This definitely deserves a science corner, but asteroid Bennu, NASA sent a probe. They pulled a bunch of samples up in 2020. They landed back on Earth 2023. 2 days ago, they showed that on asteroid Bennu, there is nucleic acids, there are amino acids, there are sugars. All of the building blocks of life were found on this asteroid floating through space.
Wow. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did the asteroid make it to Uranus?
Friedberg, anyway, this is great, but you're putting the audience...
I honestly think, just for a brief moment before we make the jokes, this is going to end up being one of the most amazing discoveries of our lifetime, because it really does show that life is not necessarily unique to planet Earth. This was an asteroid that's been floating around for 4.5 billion years, and it's got all the components of life on it. It's a pretty incredible discovery.
It's amazing.
And it was made out of sugar?
It's got sugar on it. It's got glucose on it.
Friedberg, how many times have you masturbated to this asteroid so far? All right. Thank you. My breakthrough of the year is
3 or 4
humanoid robots. I think we're just underestimating the progress these will have. Everybody's going to get their own C-3PO/Friedberg, so we won't be the only ones with a robot in our lives. Sachs, what was your biggest breakthrough?
I just said being able to use Starlink on commercial flights. I mean, it's like you can actually use the internet now.
Hold on a second. I'm calling bullshit. You haven't been on a commercial flight since Clinton was in office.
Oh, that's true. I was doing it for you guys.
Tell us honestly, when were you last on a
last time you
flight?
flew commercial?
That's for you, J. Cal. It's for you.
Thank you.
Is it more?
I'm a man of the people. I was thinking about you.
Is it more than 10 years? More than 10 years since you've been on a commercial
I set the
flight?
over-under at 15 years for a commercial
I
flight.
haven't been on a commercial flight since 2012.
2012.
I don't know how to be
Shameful.
real. I mean, what do you
The
want to
audience
say?
didn't like it.
J-Cal, what's the Wi-Fi password on the Lolita Express?
Apparently, it's 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Is that a stray? Really? Sorry.
what are you doing?
Come back.
Okay, we'll cut that. It's a joke, people. CEO.
By the way, why is it that all the liberal guests that you bring on the pod are like regular visitors to Little St. James?
You're talking about what?
All of your liberal buddies that
was
you bring on the
Shabbat's
pod.
guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Anyway.
But he did get some good dating advice, apparently.
Oh, come on.
CEO of the year, not named Elon Musk.
Oh.
We all consensus have to pick Elon.
Jensen Huang.
Jensen.
33 years in the making, built a flywheel, had the vision, stuck through it, ups and downs. For whatever people said, every generation of the last 33 years, he kept building, and this flywheel finally took off. And here's a crazy statistic. NVIDIA, $4.5 trillion market cap. That's up from $300 billion 36 months ago. So this is a company that in 36 months created $4.2 trillion of market value. That's $100 billion every month for 3 years straight. It's incredible. I think it's insane what this guy.
Sachs, who is your CEO of the year, not named Elon Musk?
Well, that was a great one, but I'm going to go with Alex Karp because if you heard him speak at All In Summit, I think he brought down the house. He out-Tucker Tucker. I mean, so in addition to Palantir being a monster over the last year.
I went with NVIDIA, Trump's favorite company, and Jensen Huang as well.
Let me just say again, even though this isn't my territory, I want to give a shout out to a couple badass motherfuckers, Nick Khan and Paul Levesque over at the WWE. Have taken on this massive historical company while, and put it on, have made so many huge deals with so many different networks to bring in so many big fans.
Are you a WWE or a UFC guy?
I'm both.
You're both. If you had to
I'm
only
both.
go to one.
In fact, since this is the only place that it would be interesting to ever mention, it was the only, TKO is the only ever stock that I ever told my guy, my golf buddy, who actually, after years of insisting I should give him money to put in stocks, which I never believed in because I'm an Italian poor kid from Youngstown, Ohio. I believe before that just have cash in a shoebox is like the way to have money.
Yeah.
But then I did, and the only one I ever recommended for him, I heard about this NVIDIA 3 years ago from my guy, whatever, but the only one I ever told him about was TKO because Dana White knows how to put on a hell of a show.
Yep.
And I know that obviously the WWE is always amazing and always growing. So it's the only one I ever told him to get. And we've seen, whatever. And in my little
Did
world.
you buy the NVIDIA?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Wild,
Have you held it?
wild success.
Yeah, so unlike Jake Al, you held the stock?
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I have some
And by the way, we had Paul Levesque, Triple H, speak at the All In Summit. So,
nice.
Yeah.
He's a big wrestling
I'm a big fan.
Oh, I love that. I was just with him. I hung out with him just
Amazing.
last night. SmackDown was in Austin.
All right, now, each host gets to pick their disgraziad of the year, the most disgraceful moment, person, company, or trend. Disgraziad of the year.
Disgraziad.
He was the best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
He's just killed a little in manners.
You insulted him a little bit.
I'm smart and I want respect.
What's the matter with you?
Your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
I ought to suffocate you, you little. It's a f***ing disgrace. Disgraziad.
All right, disgraziad.com. Tony, whenever you're ready, you can give us yours, but Freeberg, who's your disgraziad?
The crackdown on speech in Europe, 3,000 plus arrests in the UK for malicious communication, mostly fines, but also incarcerations, including recently calling a convicted rapist a pig. It landed someone in jail. 84,000 politically motivated communications crimes in Germany, 6,000 defined hate crimes based on speech in France. Across Europe, this has become a major issue. Again, I'll reflect on Gavin Newsom vetoing SB 771 in this state, but we were very close, and I think it's very important that we pay attention to it.
Sachs.
That's a really good one.
A good one.
Well, I would agree with that one, but the one I would choose is that at Stanford, they said that if you're disabled, you get more time on tests, and you can kind of be unproctored and kind of...
Accommodations.
Right. So now, 50% of students at Stanford say they're disabled.
And you had a case to make yourself, and you never pulled the Asperger's card.
I never pulled that card. But anyway, but no, this is all part of a piece with grades. Basically, there's no grades anymore.
Ugh.
And everyone sort of claims to be disabled in order to get special advantages. Disgraziad.
Disgraziad. My disgraziad was very good. Was socialism in New York, my hometown. Absolutely disgraceful. And the actual true New Yorkers didn't vote for it, but the people who've been there for under 10 years did overwhelmingly. Disgraziad for me. Tony, who's your disgraziad for 2025?
I'd have to say the people that just cheered that people won't be leaving California next year, and this crowd is the disgraziad of the year for me.
Yeah.
Like, you guys realize there's other places, right? And I was guilty of it too. I lived in LA happily for almost 20 years. I loved it. I really never thought I would move to another place. And as a touring comedian, you know, you go visit places, and you would go back to LA. That was just the headquarters. It took so much chaos for me to even try to go to another place and fall in love with it. But when you do try other places, you find that it's better than this, and it's definitely better than this, because LA's better than this, and this is just the worst. And the world, and by the way, the world is laughing at you. And some of you are booing, but you're clearly not the ones making the money off the app that shows you where the shit on the sidewalks is in this hot fucking dump that you call home. So anyway, you're the disgraziad.
I love it. Bring in the heat.
See, I'm a real wrestling fan. I'll do a heel turn live in real time.
Way to win the audience,
You
Tony.
they loved you for 90 minutes.
You were doing so well, you couldn't help yourself.
Burning it down.
Fuck you,
All right.
assholes!
That was not only a heel turn, it was a low blow, it was a chair shot over the head
Yes.
of the entire audience.
And what's perfect is that half of them now won't bother me at the after party. It's a win-win right there.
All right, listen. This has been absolutely amazing. Let's give it up for the one, the only, Tony Hinchcliffe. You crushed it. Unbelievable.
Let me just thank Tony. Tony, thank you for what you do. People don't have to agree with your speech. I feel it's really important that comedians act as the flag bearers to keep freedom of speech alive. For all the jokes we can make about the things you say and the way you offend people, I think that pushing the limits is so important.
Thank you.
And for that, I appreciate what you do and love your work.
Yeah. And furthermore, needless to say, honestly, I think this is like the most fun Christmas party we've had.
Ever.
Ever. And probably the most fun event we've ever had is because of Tony here.
Yeah.
No
Thank
question
you.
about it.
Tony,
So
thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers.
And I was kidding, audience. You're not really that much of a disgraziad. It was a joke, but
It's a little bit.
Walking it back.
They were with you until that.
yeah, these nerds are used to. They're having flashbacks to getting bullied back in the day.
You just stuffed them all in the locker.
Yes,
metaphorically.
absolutely. We'll see you
And
next
we really
year.
appreciate all of you coming out tonight.
Yeah, thank you
because
guys.
so much. Couldn't do it without the fans.
Honestly,
In the new year.
I didn't know what to expect from this, and honestly, this is the most fun we've ever had doing an event.
Happy holidays.
Thank you to all of you.
Thank you.